Hi. Okay. While all that was going down, I downloaded the other movie I just did, and these are ready. I I don't remember if we did this or not. If you watched me paint them with clear polish, but I did that. Let's see, 4, 8. I'm missing one. No, I'm not. We are ready to start attaching. Everything is square. Let's give it the once over. All right. I like to put the tab side away from sight, so it either goes on the top or it goes on the bottom. Either way, I always put it out. Now the top or bottom point, there's no way of hiding the seam. The top and the bottom are gonna, the seam is gonna be visible from one side of the star or the other. But the first and second, you can avoid that. So here we go. This won't take but a moment. Now, when you spin your star, you want it to spin as true as possible. So what you need to do is make sure everything is centered. This point has always got to be in the middle, in the center of that point. If you do it crooked, your star is going to be crooked. If you don't care that it what's the right word I'm looking for? Like a warped record on the turntable, just you don't want it to do that. You want it to spin like a bicycle wheel. You want it to spin as true as possible. So therefore, you want it to hang with its appendages in the right angles. And how you do that is you make sure everything is lined up properly. So what you do is you make sure your ends are together and your line is together. Now this is a lot harder on paper because you can't see through it. So what I'm just going to do is go right through it. Let me show you the amount of glue. Just like yesterday. Any little thing extra, it's going to get picked out like we did. These are slightly bigger than the ones we were using yesterday to clip to hold the points together. Perfect. Same thing. It took me a bit to learn how to do these clear ones when I have to do the glue like this, because when you do the paper ones, it's pretty, you just keep going because everything, the glue is done in a few seconds. It's hot glue, so once you put it together, a moment later it's done, and you can you can start. When I was a little kid, we made it out of Elmer's glue, but when I was about 20, I discovered a glue gun, and so for all those years, I made them out of hot glue. Now, before I go on, what I want to show you is notice how everything is in all the corners, all the lines line up and go to a real sharp corner. There's no hole or any kind of this is absolutely going along perfect. I mean, I don't know another. I mean, to me this is easy. So, but you got to believe me, this is going along really, really good. Gotcha. See, now tomorrow right here, this is where we'll add the triangles on both ends. Once we attach them to both sides, we're done with triangles for the rest of the star. So at any rate, that's how you want it to go at the end, all perfectly, that way it falls exactly the same way too. Give it the once over before I all right. Let me stash this somewhere. Here, this is good. All right. See, and that's what I mean. How this glue sticks, it's really good. And see how clear that, even though it's not tabbed or anything, I mean clipped or anything, how clear it is. That's gonna leave a really strong bond, especially the more days that goes by. Okay. I like when it does that on these tabs, when it goes all the way to that. Remember what I told you, I go right through the middle to the corners. What happens is because it squishes it, and since there's a bend right here, it don't go up and onto this part of the glass on the inside right here. It don't go out. It goes out the edge. And tomorrow I'll clean all that off. I didn't like that one. And just hold it up to the light, and you'll be able to see that both lines are together, so you're not going up too high on one side and too low on another. That's one of the cool things about being able to see through it. Also, you can tell by if your corners aren't matching up. So everything's lining up, so everything's cool. Far out. All right. As you can see, all the corners. Now, all right. Here we go. Follow me.